We got a brand new race pass up on the map today, so we're going to go over the free cars, the paid cars, and let you know which ones are worth your time. Are any of these cars any good? Let's find out. In the free tier, we got the Rocket Bunny Boss Aero 240SX S14. We also have the Rocket Bunny Corvette Stingray and the 2011 Rocket Bunny M3 GTS. So we got a tier 5, tier 4, and a tier 3 car in here, which is pretty weird. And then for the paid tier, we got the green Rocket Bunny Camaro Z28. We got the Pandem V1.5 GR Supra, and we got the RX-7 Rocket Bunny RX-7. So if you didn't notice, we have 2 tier 5 cars and 1 tier 4 car. So yeah, strange. Let's go ahead and start off with the free cars. We're going to go over all the times and let you know which ones are actually good. Okay, so we are starting off with the tier 3 car. This does a 7.501 in the quarter mile. Just remember, tier 3 cars are rated in quarter miles and not half miles. It's very rare that a tier 3 car or a tier 2 car or a tier 1 car runs in the half miles. Those are mainly for tier 4 and tier 5s, unless they put a tier 3 car in the showdowns. That's about the only time they run the half mile. Anyways, 0 to 60 in 1.249, 0 to 100 in 2.366. And yeah. Now this is a cool looking little car. It's a tier 3 car. I mean, I don't know why you would pick a tier 3 car out of the race pass unless you already have the other cars. I would say that's the only reason to get this. As far as I can tell, there's no good live racing setup for this. It's just a basic, cool looking tier 3 car, and that's really about it. So in my opinion, this is probably not the one to choose unless you already have the other 2 cars. Next up, we have the Rocket Bunny Corvette Stingray, and as nice as this car looks, I don't really care for it. I don't think this is a great car. It is a tier 4 car. It's going to do 10.247 on the half mile. It will do 380 miles per hour. It's going to do 0 to 60 in 1.6, 0 to 100 in 2.4. So, well, there's the stats. It sure does look nice, but it's not an overall good car for live racing. The stats aren't bad. This car is capable of beating Tempest as far as like the top speed and running fast enough to beat the boss, but it's not able to do the final 0 to 60 time in 1.37. So it is going to struggle with that final 0 to 60 time, but besides that, it will beat all the Tempest bosses. So if you do get stuck on that last race, that last 0 to 60, you may need to swap it out for a different car that has faster acceleration. So that's the only downfall with using this car for Tempest, is it just can't hit that 0 to 60 in 1.37. Anyways, that is the Rocket Bunny Corvette Stingray. It does not have a live racing setup. It's just a overall so-so car that looks really nice. Next up in the free tier, we have the Boss Rocket Bunny Aero 240SX S14. The S14. And this thing does a 7.5 and a half mile. It will do 380 miles per hour top speed, 0 to 60 in 1.0, 0 to 100 in 1.5. Now, I think this is a very nice little car. I've got mine set up for live racing on my account, and I actually like this little car. It's not the world's best live racer, but it does win some live races. And in my opinion, this car is very decent. It's not great at live racing, but it is very decent at live racing with a low performance point high Evo setup where you set it up on low upgrades. I think it's in like the 12 or something. I think 12 second lobby, 11 second lobby, something like that. I do have a video that goes over it and shows you how to set it up for live racing. So if you find my how to drive video for this, you can watch the entire thing. You can see how to set it up on stage 5, stage 6, live racing, and see my full review. But this is actually a nice little car. So bottom line, out of these 3 cars, the Rocket Bunny Boss Aero is hands down the best one to choose, right? If you already got it, then I guess I would probably pick the Corvette Stingray. And if you've got both of those, I guess that's when you pick the Rocket Bunny M3 GTS. Honestly, I don't know why anybody would pick the Rocket Bunny M3 GTS unless you just really like the way the car looks, but unfortunately, None of these are great cars, but the Rocket Bunny Aero Boss 322 whatever S14 S14 thingy dingy is a pretty decent car that I do like. So that's the one I would choose here. All right, let's move on to the paid tier. All right, so first up on the paid tier, we have the Tennis Ball Green RX-7 Rocket Bunny. Now, I don't actually know if that's the color you're going to get it in, but I do love it in that color. I think the Purple Star one has a couple of different colors, but anyways, this car will do a 10.559 in the quarter mile or the half mile. It'll do 238 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 1.0, 0 to 100 in 1.988. So this is a very good car for acceleration. You can tune this car to make it beat the dyno by a little bit. So this car does have some stuff going for it. Now, I think you're going to fall short for Tempest. All right, you're not going to hit that 260 miles per hour on this car. Let me double check really quick, but I don't think it can do it. No, I am not able to make that thing hit 260 miles per hour. You might get like 240, 245, but it's not going to be able to do that for the Tempest, unfortunately. It will do the 0 to 60 time, no problem, but it's not going to hit the top speed needed to finish Tempest 3 Tier 4. So bottom line is, this is a cool car. I really like this car, but it's not one of the better cars in the game. It's not going to be a super great live racer. If you really know what you're doing, you might be able to tune this to make it win a couple of live races here and there, but there are far better cars in the game at live racing. So in my opinion, this is an overall decent car at best, but I really do like it for the cool factor. Next up, we have the Pandem V1.5 GR Supra. This thing will do a half mile in a 7.042. It will do 437 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.888, 0 to 100 in 1.339. So this car's got a lot of stuff going for it. It's fast. I mean, this is a really nice car overall. I mean, it's not one of the best cars in the game or anything, but it's a heck of a lot better than a lot of cars in the game. And if you like Toyota Supras, this may be a very good choice for you because it's just a really cool car and it's a Supra. Now, the question you guys might be waiting for is, does this car have a good live racing setup? This is the only one I haven't checked so far, so let me go double check this right now and I will let you know in probably about a tenth of a second. Now, on the content account, I just set this up for live racing. That it's not possible to actually take that account into live racing. I don't have this upgraded on my personal account, but it looks like it has a very similar live racing setup to the regular Supra GR, which is actually a little bit better. So the Elite Tuner Supra GR is actually better than this car right here, but, you know, this is probably a pretty nice car overall. It does look like it's going to it should do pretty well at live racing. Again, I can't test it, but the numbers I'm getting with the lower upgrade, the stage 4 tune and everything else, does make it look like this car will do pretty decent for live racing on stage 4 parts. So yeah. Overall, I think this is a really nice car. I do like it a lot. I mean, it's not one of the better cars in the game, but it is a nice car. So let's go ahead and check out the next one and see what we got. Next up on the list, we have this beautiful green Rocket Bunny Camaro Z28 that has a half mile time of 7.096. It'll do 356 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.633, 0 to 100 in 1.020, and this car can be set up to win some live races. Now, I don't think it's the world's best live racing car, but in my opinion, it does pretty darn good on low upgrades. I do have a video on this one, how to set it up for live racing, stage 5, stage 6, and everything else. But this is overall what I would call a really nice car, right? There are better cars in the game than this one, but I do like this car a lot. Plus, it looks really cool. So in my opinion, out of these three cars, the one you want to pick is probably this guy right here. So out of the free cars, I would definitely say the Rocket Bunny Boss Aero is the way to go. Pick that one for the free cars, for sure. And when it comes to the paid cars, hands down, grab that Rocket Bunny Camaro. That thing is awesome. If you already got that one, then maybe grab the Supra. And then if you got the Supra already, I guess you would grab the RX-7. Or if you need a tier 4 car for some reason. Now, If that was a tier 4 car that could run through all the Tempest races, no problem. I might say that one's worth grabbing, but I guess the only reason to really get the RX-7 Rocket Bunny is if you've already got the other 2 cars, or for some reason you just absolutely love RX-7s and just want to have that particular one in your collection. Now, the Supra is nice, but I'm going to tell you what, the Rocket Bunny Camaro, that is the one to get. The Rocket Bunny Camaro is very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And again, I know a lot of people always say, is it worth buying the race pass? And the answer is yes, right? Not only are you going to get 2 cars if you make it far enough into the race pass to collect the cars, but you're also going to get some Universal Stage 6 parts, Universal Fusion parts. I mean, just a bunch of really nice prizes. For $10, right, it costs $10 to buy this. For $9.99, what you're getting out of here is worth it just for the universal parts. Even if the cars suck and you don't get the cars, in my opinion, the 2 Universal Stage 6 parts that you can put on any car in the game, that is worth the $10 right there, plus the Universal Fusion parts. So in my opinion, yes, the Race Pass is one of the best values in this game. I mean, so many things in this game are so overpriced, it's ridiculous, but the Race Pass is a great value, and you probably should buy it, right? I mean, you can even wait to see if you make it far enough before you purchase it, because if you don't get too far and you don't get to the prizes you want, then it's not worth it. But if you can at least get to the cars, or at least to get to that, last Stage 6 part there, the Universal Stage 6, and you can get both of them, totally worth it for that. So anyways, they are a good value in my opinion. But I think that's really about all there is to it. There are a couple of nice cars in here. Some people are saying this is a disappointing race pass. I don't agree, because some of those cars are pretty decent. Now, if you've already got all 6 of the cars, then yes, that might be a little bit disappointing, but there are some really nice cars in there, in my opinion. They may not be the very best of the best, but they are nice, right? Very decent, very good. Not the top cars, but maybe like close to the top cars, right? Something like that. They're nice. They're good. They're pretty good. They're pretty decent. They're pretty nice. Okay. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for hanging out with me on the live streams. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Thank you for your support. It really does help the channel. And also, huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for the extra support. It really helps this channel keep running and bringing you videos just like this. If you check out the pinned comment or the video's description, you'll see my affiliate links where you can get some really amazing stuff, from lighting, cameras, microphones, stuff for your kitchen, stuff to make your room look cool, and all kinds of amazing stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe watch one of these other videos that are just about to pop up on the screen here in just a second. Thank you so much for watching. You guys and gals are amazing. Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.